It is the CFT NCAA13. We are back with another game, folks. We are here. We're here at the beautiful, Florida, down in the swamp for another great game. Brownsville game, are you ready?
I am here, and I say welcome you all to our first game of the NCAA CFT 13. Why am I saying 15 like that never existed?
Yeah, but we got 25 coming out.
Well, that is true, and we are going a bit backwards. This is the NCAA Football 2013 for Xbox 360, and today we have two great matchups, but we're going to talk about the first one, which is USC at Florida. Two strong teams, and we're going to get to know them very well. And if this is your first time watching Brownsville Gamer as a channel, thank you very much. You could have picked anywhere else, and you decided to land on this. Maybe this was on your algorithm, and here you are. So here's the big kickoff, and we are underway. Florida's going to take for a touchback, and they're going to have the ball in the opening drive.
What do you think USC has to do here now that they're playing at the Swamp to combat against Florida's, pretty good offense? I mean, they're ranked 25th in the country, so they're no slouch here.
I mean, USC is definitely a very powerful team, and I'll talk about them in a moment. Speaking of which, that's going to be a first down for Florida. Quarterback number 12 manages to get it to the wide receiver number 81, and so that's going to be a solid reception. And let's talk about Florida first. They qualified to the CFT, interestingly, as a runner-up cup winner. They first started in the SEC, couldn't get past the third-seeded South Carolina, but managed to win their way into the tournament by beating BYU, Marshall, Baylor, and Oregon in the runner-up cup. So here they are right now. They're trying to try to do something.
Oh, wow. Got out of there. I'm surprised. Oh, the ball is out. The ball is out.
And the cornerback, number 21 by USC, they managed to get the ball, and now USC will have their first run. Speaking of USC, they qualified to the CFT through the Pac-10 Cup, and they did it through beating California, UCLA, Oregon State, and Oregon. And now they're going to try to see if they can make some movement now that it's 2nd and 4. Quarterback number 7 gives it to the halfback and couldn't do much, stays at 3rd and 7.
Yeah, they didn't really go much. Let's see what they can do here. It's 3rd and 7, and that's going to be enough for the first down.
That's just enough to make it through and move those chains down for another drive. USC, right now, they're a little bit over the 50, around the 40, going in their direction. It's going to give it to the halfback. Number 22 goes up the middle, manages to get 3 yards. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Do you see UFC striking while the iron's hot here and try to go for the throat already?
Well, look, they're trusting their quarterback
a
bit too much, and that is not going to be a reception.
That was almost a pick. Sorry, not for pick 6, but a pick.
And
quarterback got to be careful there.
Speaking of with the halfback, number 22, they're out of the game right now due to back spasms. The tight end, number 82, manages to get the reception for the first down. We may see number 22, and I think no, the coach is going to keep number 30, the second string halfback. They have the ball right now. Is going to make it for about 2 yards. They're going to stay in to replace number 23.
Do you think it was smart for them to replace him or have him tough it out?
Look, it's a very early game. You want to keep your players healthy throughout the tournament. And that could have been a Florida interception. You want to keep your players as healthy as much as you can in the tournament. And if the coach really want to keep their top string halfback going for the rest of the tournament, probably in the best interest to keep them in only when needed. And that right there is another USC first down.
The offense is doing what they need to do. They've been pushing the ball down the field relatively easy with a minor hiccups here and there, but they're right there in the goal line. Can they punch it in and take command of this game?
USC already at the red zone, gives it to the halfback number 30, is going to make it for about maybe a yard or two, and it's going to stay 2nd and goal.
Yeah, it looks like the ball on the 3-yard line. They can still punch it in here. I think they should be able to score here with relatively easy. It shouldn't be much of a problem here for UFC.
Keep in mind that for this tournament, it's going to be the best 12 teams of each representing conference, including the winner of the runner-up cup. So we have the SEC. They have 2 teams in the tournament, Ole Miss and Florida. Speaking of Florida, Florida wasn't able to get that, and USC is going to have to settle for 3 points, assuming they get this field goal.
Should be a chip shot for the kicker.
No wind going in their direction. Oh my
God!
Okay, it was close. 12-play drive, forward 44 yards, took about 3 minutes, and it ended with a 20-yard field goal for 3 points.
Yeah, the sun was in our eyes. You couldn't really see it, but they said they counted and went in, so that's good. 3 points. And let's see what Florida do in that second possession.
Right there, it's going to be a touchback. Keep in mind, top 4 teams will play in the national semifinals, and we are doing 5 preliminary matches. Each team will be guaranteed 2 home and 2 away games, and the 5th and final game for home versus away will be determined based off of strength of schedule in their respective brackets. Right there, the halfback number 23 loses a yard, so right now it's 2nd and 11. Florida has the ball. Quarterback number 12 gives it to the halfback 23, and right there, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Right there, that juke is going to give them the 1st and more.
Yeah, I did not expect. I thought they were going to stop him there, but he was able to get a big gaping hole and able to get a couple of cards after the first down.
And the tight end tries to do something, at least gets 3.
Yeah, it didn't really go much, but as positive yards is better than nothing. It's now 2nd and 7, ball on the 45-yard line.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. USC strikes first blood 3-0 as we go to the second quarter.
It's still anyone's game. It's still early. Let's see what happens going into the second quarter. You're watching the CFT on NCAA 13.
Speaking of early, we're going into our second quarter. Let's talk about early favorites to win it all. We have a lot of great teams representing the tournament, from Notre Dame, Oklahoma, USC, what you're watching right now, Florida, Michigan State, even Central Florida. Of all those teams I've mentioned, who do you think could go all the way for a CFT title?
I think the dark horse will probably have to be Florida. Yes, they are ranked 25th in the country, but they haven't played like their 25th game.
And that play right there kind of shows they don't, because they're going to be shut down. USC is going to try to get the ball back.
It's still early in the game. I mean, yes, they got shut down, but anything can happen. If we've been seeing in these past couple of games, especially in 14, anything can happen.
Look, I'm going with Notre Dame. Notre Dame, yes, they've qualified to the tournament in arguably the easiest way. You know, the Independent Cup has about 7 to 8 teams in comparison to other conferences where it's up to maybe 14 teams. But we're talking about solid programs that Notre Dame, in their regular season schedule, they're able to defeat in great margins. I mean, they're the number 1 ranked team in NCAA 13. So I'm going with Notre Dame.
Look, after they completely and utterly just dismantled Fresno State in last year's tournament, I wouldn't put it past them to actually run away with this and be not only the dark horse, but to be the overall favorites to win it all in 13.
For those that haven't watched, we are going backwards. So when we say last year's tournament, we're talking about 2014. This is our second game of the series. So we're going back in time to 2013 for NCAA Football 2013 to talk about this tournament. And right there, USC tried to squeeze it in for a first down. It's going to be 3rd and inches. And the quarterback is going to give it to the halfback 22, and I don't think the halfback had much room to try to make some positive.
Whoa, wow, they're going for it.
I mean,
being
USC
aggressive early
is going to trust their offensive line. It's only for 2 yards. Can that be the deciding factor for the first? No, USC is not going to capitalize. That's turnover on downs. Possession goes to Florida.
That might come back to bite them. I think they should have just punted the ball, but hey, what do I know? I'm not a coach.
Right there, wide receiver gets the ball, number 83, and that's going to be a first down.
It's now 1st and 10. Florida keeps the chains moving. Ball on the 46. Oh, whoa, wow, wait a minute. And they get him. He's down at the 20-yard line. A big game by Florida. Can they take the lead here?
Right now, less than 2 minutes to go in the half. Quarterback gives it back to number 23. Talk about a workhorse. I mean, this is the offense that we're seeing for this half. A lot of effective running plays.
Yeah, not a lot of throwing, but a lot of running plays, probably for both teams, but Florida especially after
and
that big game.
Linebacker is earning their supper. That was a nice key stop. It's only going to go for 2 yards. It's now 3rd and 8.
It's like he saw the play coming and stopped the quarterback, but did it in his tracks. And got him!
That, talk about an effective blitz. Could have been a loss for yards, but it's going to end with a chip shot field goal. Well, relatively a chip shot. It's about 26 yards. And number 19 is going to try to go for their first attempt, and it's going to make the upright. It's now 3-3. USC is going to get the ball back with about 1 minute and 21 seconds. Starts with a touchback. No, number 2 is going to go for it from their end zone, and now it's going to be 1st and 10, about 20-ish, 25-ish. Here we are. Quarterback number 7 steps back, scans, looks for the tight end.
Oh, wow.
86. I mean, talk
Already
about
in midfield.
athleticism by number 86. I mean, don't have the speed, but definitely have the hands. And that was an effective first down.
Hey, a good play is a good play. Sometimes you need a little look sometimes. And he
Take
gets the
it.
ball again.
And again, number 86, the tight end, is going to get another first down for USC. 1 minute to go. They're going to try to see if they can get some points, but not here. A loss of a yard.
Do you think they try to take a shot in the end zone or just go for 3?
Well, look, right now it's 3-3 tied. If you go for the field goal, that's going to give them the lead by at least 3. But a nice touchdown would be a great cushion going into the second half.
Yeah, I mean, they're not good for third-time conversions. They're 3 for 5. Can they convert here? Let's see what they do. And he gets it!
Fullback gets it, and that's going to be a new set of downs with 48 seconds remaining.
They got timeouts. I don't know why they're not using it.
Well, look, for the team of USC, they're thinking, look, with the time left,
speaking
they
of
don't
double,
want to
they
give
just
a
used
lot.
one.
They don't want to give a lot of time back to Florida. They do have a field goal opportunity at least, and the quarterback is going to eat grass. That's a lot of yards lost there, and now it's 3rd and 20.
Time is moving. They still have a timeout remaining.
And the
touchdown!
kicks it in for a USC touchdown.
Talk about threading the needle, but hey, it doesn't matter. It gets them the lead. It's now 10-3 going into the half.
And that's an 8-play drive for 76 yards. About a minute used with 19 seconds left remaining in the first half.
What a drive by USC. The quarterback threading the needle, but the receiver did what he needed to do. And now they might be going into the halftime with a 10-3 score.
Number 7 needed that. That quarterback needed that sort of touchdown to build their confidence going into the second half. So
I believe you're right. Wait a minute here. They're going to be stopped at midfield. They got timeouts, and they do use it.
Well, this is going to be their last timeout with about 14 seconds remaining in the half. They'll try to see if they can get a touchdown here. It's going to be a deep pass.
Well, they got time. I mean, they have 14 seconds. You got enough to at least 2 or 3 plays if you time it right.
Running zone from USC.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no.
He's going to make the distance.
Oh, no.
And it's going to be
touchdown.
a Florida touchdown. I mean, even with a few seconds on the clock, there go the Gators chopping away on USC's lead from a possession lead to a tie. 6 seconds remaining.
Like I tell you, this Florida team is dangerous. Don't let that 25th rank fool you.
Man, talk about a devastating blow to UFC. I was just talking about confidence. I mean, that's a tough one. That's a shot to the gut going into the half.
But hey, it's still easy. You still got time for at least one play. Let's see what they do here.
They're gonna throw deep. Let's see if it makes a difference.
And it does not. It is a pick.
Yeah, going the other way. The cornerback number 15 is making some
They need to
movement.
stop him.
And the halfback number 30 tries and stops him. And that's going to be the end of the half.
Yeah, what an exciting end to the second quarter. I mean, this might turn into a shootout. I mean, no team is really giving up any inch. And the ball's going to be taken to about the 20-yard line, pretty much a touchback.
Look, if you were watching this game, you would think, wow, Florida's probably a top 10 team. They're playing at home in their opening game of the tournament. No.
Oh, my goodness!
See what I'm talking about there? The 25th team that managed to get another turnover off of USC. They're going to get the ball back.
An arm punt, basically, off the first possession. I don't know what UFC was thinking. I mean, you have all the time in the world. Why would you do that?
23 with nowhere to go. It's only going to get about a yard. I mean, that hurts USC. They're going to go back thinking, where do we need to adjust to make sure that we don't give up the ball like that?
And, oh my goodness, they just gave up another bomb.
Off a lob. That was a lob to number 4. And that right there, my friends, could be the making of an upset.
I cannot believe Florida is this. You sure this is the 25th ranked team in the country?
I know that the number 2 ranked team in the country is shocked at this.
You sure this is not a glitch and the roles are reversed and Florida's number 2? Because they're not playing like the 25th ranked team in the country.
Look, they're playing at home. It's an opening game of the tournament. All cylinders are kicking, and USC is forgetting the fundamentals. Number 30, the halfback, is going to get the first down. I mean, that's positive yards, but again, they're going to have to make it up with a one possession deficit, and that's going to give a first down to USC. They're going to get the ball back, and again, they're going to have to try to capitalize as much as possible to make up some ground, and I don't think that's going to actually work. That's going to be a loss for them right there.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, but hey, they didn't lose any yards to stop the line of scrimmage. There's only 2nd and 10.
And it's going to be an option. And
Oh my goodness!
That should have been intercepted.
This quarterback has got to be careful. He has to be careful. As USC calls a timeout. I don't know what they saw in the defense for them to do that, but
I think they got confused about where they want the offense to go. I think maybe they wanted to not go for a running play, switch it to a passing game.
What did they do? Yeah, they got to go for a field goal here.
This is where you're going to try to trust that foot. Let's see if number 18 can get it up there. Does it make the distance? It will!
Just made it.
It's going to chop the lead down to 4.
I see what you did there.
But USC needs it because right now the Gators are stomping with a 4-point lead in the 3rd.
It's still anybody's game. I mean, they're only down by a possession, so
less than a possession.
Well, that is true. Let's see what they. Oh, nowhere.
Lost the right linebacker says, "You know what? No, bro, that's not going to work for you. That's a loss of 2."
That's the thing. USC's defense has been keeping them in this game. It's just the offense is just on and off. Look at this. Look at this.
Another stop again.
A loss of 2
number
more.
18.
A loss of 2 more.
And now it's 3rd and 14.
Let's see what happens here.
They're going to play zone. They're going to make sure there's 3 in the back that's protecting it. And right there,
and
nice
got him. Their
Cornerback
defense does it again.
Stops it. A very key stop. 4th and 9. They're going to punt it. So, yeah, USC number 2 is going to collect it, try to make some movement. Not much of a move there, but they're going to have decent field position off the return.
Like I said, it's still early. It's only about 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. It's still anyone's game. USC defense has been the key reason why they're still in this game. Look, they got the ball back already.
And number 85 manages to get a 6-yard reception. Quarterback is, a little bit over 50% in his passing percentage.
See what they do here. It's 1st, 2nd, and 4. Oh, my goodness.
That percentage is going to decrease because that's not a complete pass. 3rd and 4, they're going to have to do something, and the audience is going to give USC a tough challenge and nothing.
Why did they just run the ball?
I don't know. They really thought that they can get the 1st down right there, and now they're going to have to give it back to Florida. That wave right there is going to call for a touchback, and USC lost their chance to try to make up that deficit.
You see what happens here. It's about minute 21 left in the 3rd. It's still anyone's game. This game can be turned wide open. Oh, my goodness. The quarterback got out of that.
Number 12 kept it. And now that's about close to 10 yards, near a 1st down.
2nd and inches. They're probably just going to punch it in here. I don't see them doing anything tricky here.
Easy halfback running up the middle probably.
Let's see.
23 is
going
going to take
here,
it.
And it's a 1st.
Right up the middle as I called it. And here we are with another 1st down. Number 23, when it comes to rushing, pretty solid pace in terms of 1st down conversions.
I'm surprised they didn't run a blitz there, but hey, like I said, I'm not a coach.
Now the wide
another
receiver
1st given up.
Gets another 1st down. Safety doesn't do much. Quarterback is looking good. 175 yards, 9 for 11 receptions.
Let's see what happens here. 1st and 10, ball in midfield. About 29 seconds left in the 3rd. Hitchhike to the back. Quarterback gets it, and it is caught. Wow!
That's a reception there. And Florida, if they try to turn it from a 4-point lead to possibly a 10-point lead going into the 4th, USC is going to have a very long distance for a comeback. And with 4 seconds left, number 12 is going to wait patiently in the pocket.
Somebody going. Get him!
And look.
Oh, wow.
See, okay, you wait that long in the pocket. You had no one in front of you, and you're thinking, you know what? No, I'm not going to run it.
I'm just going to just throw it still.
No one is there. Well, here we go. That's about 4 to number 85. They can try to punch it in here. We're now in the 4th quarter. And the quarterback,
now he wants to run. Now he wants to run.
I figured that could have been done about a play ago.
But hey, results is results.
And that's another touchdown to Florida, 23-13. And here goes the field goal. That's going to make the upright for another point. Make it 24-13. 6-play drive for 70 yards for about a minute and 23 seconds. The quarterback looking good as he sits back down. USC's going to get the ball back off the touchback. And
I don't know why he's dancing around like you're not down by 2 possessions.
I mean, look, if they have any chance, they have enough time to turn things around. The quarterback,
oh my goodness,
gives it away.
Third interception. And oh my goodness, this, I don't know what's going on with this
give it
USC.
away with excellent field position to Florida.
This game might be out of reach.
If they get another touchdown, yeah, they're done. USC is going to lose their opening game. And that's about 6 yards by number 23, the halfback. And right now, with about 4 minutes left to go, the quarterback's going to step back, stays in the pocket.
And
I don't know who he was throwing it to.
And double coverage at that.
3rd and 4.
See what they do here. USC, this is a huge stop for USC. This might be the game here. And oh my
number
goodness.
23 just waited patiently, and that's another first down.
USC needs a stop here. This could be the game right here. If they don't get a stop here, it's over.
And the quarterback's going to hold on.
Oh my goodness.
But you know what? That was cool because when he realized, wow, he's right there, let me step back, no one was around to try to get the ball. He had to throw it
lucky
away.
He had to just throw it away. It's 2nd and goal. Like I said, USC needs to stop here or this game is over.
No one available.
Oh
the
my
tight
goodness.
end.
That's it.
And that's going to be the dagger.
It is 30-13, about to be 31-13. This with 3:35 left, 3:36 left. I'm sorry. This is gonna be an uphill battle for USC. They gotta score quickly if they want to have a inkling of a chance to get back into this game.
It's been an uphill battle since the second quarter. I mean, from the moment when they left the first quarter in a tie, Florida knew there was something going on.
Wait a minute, they have something here.
There could be
But there's a
issue
flag
with USC.
Let's see what happens.
That looked like a holding from number 39. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty.
And that pushes them right back. So now they got to pretty work the length of the field at this point.
Not where they need to be when they're working with this sort of deficit.
Especially with the time. Time is really not on their side right now. They got to score quickly.
Looks at the tight end.
They got it.
Ball for a big gain.
They got to hurry it up.
And so they will. Quarterback's going to look for another passing opportunity. There's at least 2 wide receivers available. And right there, gets it to number 10.
Oh, but he couldn't keep his feet in bounds.
Couldn't keep it in bounds. So now it's 2nd and 10. About 3 remaining. If they can try to get a touchdown here, starting with a possible first down, could make some momentum go for a possible shift. Right there is going to be a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4. They're 5 and 9 in 3rd down conversions. They're going to have to make something go right here if they have any chance of coming back.
This is true.
Quarterback number 7 steps back, gives it to the tight end, and that's going to be a first down. And USC is trying to keep things alive as they keep the drive going. Quarterback number 7 steps back, gets it to the wide receiver number 10, and that's another first down, moving the chains. This is the momentum that USC needs. Florida is having a really tough time disrupting the momentum right here. Well, look, it's about to be under 2 minutes now. And if they're going to get a touchdown, they can do it. They still have 2 timeouts remaining. The quarterback, number 7, stands back. No! And that could have been an interception by number 9.
I don't know, man. Florida is just looking so dominant. They dominate. This is probably an upset. They dominate the number 2 team in the country.
And that's another first down by number 30. And they're going to keep moving the chains with about 90 seconds to go. Again, 2 timeouts. They can try to get the ball back, but they're going to have to do something here. The clock is still moving. USC is going to have to start thinking about using their timeout if they keep the ball. That's why they're going to keep passing it with a fake by number 7. Gets it to the tight end, and it's going to be a touchdown by USC. Do we see a comeback? With the 2-point conversion, that didn't work out. And this is perplexing. Why didn't they go for an onside kick?
I figured even if they get a stop here, they're still going to be down by 11 points.
Well, look, if they can try to get a stop here, then with them punting it back, they can try to use that distance to make a touchdown. But look, at the end of the day, even if USC loses, you can lose in a high-scoring game. And if you win your next game, that can help you in your rankings. Because remember, it's total points along with the win-loss records that determine the top 4 teams.
Probably have a point. It's 30 inches. I don't know why USC's not using their timeouts. I guess they just, that's pretty much
They're
it.
waving the white flag. I mean, at this point, it's over for USC, and there we have it. Florida upsets USC in the opening game of the CFT, 31-19 Florida. Whew, what do you got to say about this, man?
I picked Florida to be the one, and they're proving in today, as we see, why they might be the one to beat it all and run the table. 31-19 is your final score. Those fans are going home happy. USC got to be emotionally devastated because they thought they had this in the bag, and Florida said, "Nah, not in our house." They came to the swamp.
It's just the first game. There are 5 games in the preliminary matches. So I think that USC needs to walk back to Southern California with their heads high and move on. They're going to go into their second game at home. They need to look at this and realize any team that's in the tournament can upset anybody. Ranks don't matter when you have the best team in everyone's respective conference playing in this tournament. So this is just an excellent example of don't judge a book by its cover, and also be mindful of where you're playing. You're playing one of the toughest stadiums in the country. You're playing in Gainesville, Florida. So, I mean, you got to give it up to Florida. This is their game. This is their moment. This could be their momentum to possibly become national champions of the CFT.
Yeah, USC's got to get it together, get back on the drawing board, figure out what the problems was, and adjust it to the next game, because this cannot happen. But, like we said, anything can happen to CFT.
See you next time. This is the Brownsville Gamer.
The other guy, see ya.